right, so here's what we're gonna do. So we gotta go. We're gonna bring out the full production. All right, and this is how we gotta train you. It's like the training wheels, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we do. So we're gonna go. We got our sticks, of course. You weren't doing yet still enough of this.
Yes.
Right.
And I have those up and use them.
Perfect. Yes. Good. 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 You need to keep doing it. A lot of these things, it's a matter of quality level. You know,
Yeah.
it's like trying to make them the highest quality possible, right? And then I need this also, and then I'm going to demonstrate first, Ramsey. But I want you on this side of me over here, so you can see from this angle. Okay. And then we're going to be doing some shots like this in a moment. First, no ball. All right. So there's all these things that just happen, but when we do this setup, that then just I won't have to worry about using as many words. It's like having this set up like this helps you get the feel you need, so you know where your body should be in space, right? So, closer. All right. So here's what's going on here. So we're gonna have the head on the noodle stand, right? As you know, and then we got our swing plane. You need to still be going where? You got to be working that movement. You with me?
Of course.
Okay. And then after you've done this, right after this part, you then got to push it feels like your left thigh goes back behind the bag. So my hip, I want it on the bag, right? And then look, where's my thigh go?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
My thigh goes behind the bag, right? So I'm doing my swing path, and then look, and then, you see that?
I do.
Okay. We're also going to have, I'm doing my wrist the way I should there,
I
of
see.
course, but you can tell, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's first focus on this. We'll bring I want you to wear the wrist clicker just so we can check and see if your hand's doing the right thing. But this is what we need to do first. All right. Here we go. So, no ball. I want you to do exactly as I just did, showing me that we've got the swing plane. So look, there's basically 4 items I'm trying to get here at once. I want to see your head in the right spot. I want to see your hip behaving correctly. I want to see the swing plane slightly more straight back and underneath. And I want to hear the wrist clicker click on the way down. So I want to see all 4. Take your time. I think the noodle stand needs to be closer or something. Set up first again on the line. I'll place it there for you, bud. Be right on the front of your forehead is ideal.
And what I haven't used this before, is that my head is
Stays on it the whole time. Not going to move, right? And then, yeah, it's intense. Okay, and then your hip. Yeah, so this thigh, when you come through, you're bringing the club through. This thigh and knee has to go back, dude. You got to push that thigh back, like you're pushing your hip. There you go, behind the bag. Okay.
That's new too.
I know it. Right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do it together. Get your setup. Ready? Watch me. Get your setup. We're gonna go. We're gonna go straight back, right, and then underneath. Now click, right, and then thigh back, face straight, hip back, right, knee back, head still. I know.
Oh, my God.
You got this. Do it slow. Swing plane, supinate, and then thigh back. Take your time. Correct. A+. Watch the screen. Come over here. Look at the TV. Good job. Okay, now, this seems absurd. It seems insane. It seems like Tin Cup-ish. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right? Where he had everything on him in that RV.
Yeah.
He's got like that ball hanging in his face too.
Yeah.
That was the funniest one. I love that one. It's my favorite part. He's like, every time he moves his head, it follows him. All right, look, ready to watch. So here, right, look. Your hip's not sliding. Where's the club coming from? From the inside. We heard the wrist clicker click. Nice job. Right, then look. Left hand's going to be leading. Now, where's your left thigh going and where's your left leg going? If we zoom in over here very closely, watch this. See how we see your left leg now?
I see it. Yep.
We have a straight back left leg here. This is correct because you've pushed your thigh back this way to push your hip back, which then straightens your knee.
And that looks like I'm actually a golfer.
This,
right
you do look like a golfer here. I agree.
there.
You know?
Like so
Looks amazing.
different.
And then look at your left hand and look at the club face coming through the shot. This is correct. So the face angle, and what we want to do first is get good at this. Where's the face supposed to be? Straight here. Where's your hip supposed to be? Back, right? So partly what it's like is this, Ramsey. It's like knowing each part's job, right? Like, so what should your head do? Stay. I'm gonna curse, but it's gonna be funny. Stay fucking still, right? Don't move your effing head, right? You know what I mean? I don't like to curse, but it's like that's what everyone's got to do. Head stays still, right? Number two, right? What's your hips supposed to do? Hips are supposed to be rotating. They're allowed rotation, right? Hips can rotate. Hip rotates, right? You know what I mean? It doesn't go sideways. It clears, right? You could call it your hip clears, right? That's another way to think of it. Number three, the swing plane is, do we swing straight? No, the swing is not straight. It actually, when you see it in reality, it looks straight. To the person doing it, it feels like we loop under. It feels like you go where? Straight back, then loop underneath, right? And then the fourth and most fun part is the left wrist supination, right? Which is like you're unscrewing a screwdriver, I always say, with the left hand, right? And so we're trying to blend together these four fundamental things on every single shot. I played with my student Ed the other day. He shot an 80. That's great for Ed. He couldn't break 90 when we met. But throughout his round, there was one instance he moved his head. There were 3 instances that he did not supinate his hand. And then there was 2 times in the round that he didn't do his swing plane, and I had to remind him to do a swing plane in the entire round, right? And so the thing is, throughout
That
this,
had bad results too.
right, those shots, that's what happened on those shots. And so I was telling him, and then of course what's great from doing this, on the next shot, when I said to him that you'd come over the top, guess what he knew what to do? He knew he needed what? To loop it under better, and then guess what the ball did? It started straighter. So you'll see on the course, when I start giving you feedback on the course, you'll be trying to succeed at all 4 of these things, but it's likely you'll do 3 of 4. You'll forget one, or one of them you won't do the right proficiency at first. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to try and blend all 3 together, and then we're going to do some with a golf ball.